I gave you my heart.
Few people know the name Dick Tracy. He's a detective that sets off to stop organized crime, and he stems from a comic from the 1930s that predates Batman. If you're like me, you know him from the 1980s film with its colorful comic visuals. Although the excitement was back for the franchise, it was short-lived and eventually it just faded back into obscurity. We're going to take a look at Dick Tracy on the NES. You start the game at the police station sitting at your desk, and from here you can view the notebook of collected clues, as well as check out the criminal mugshots. And from here it'll tell you where all the criminals are hanging out at. The only other thing left to do is hit the streets. The only clue we have is a fake $20 bill from the Flophouse on 5th and B. Okay, 5th and B. None of the streets are labeled. Where is it? And great, they're snipers too. And it's no surprise we share the same health as with our car. And shooting from the car does nothing, so I have to leave the car just to kill them before I can continue on. So I made it to 5th and B. And you can't shoot unarmed men without losing health, so the gun is pointless unless you absolutely need it. Plus, constantly switching between items is annoying. If you have more than 2 items, you can find yourself defenseless, especially if you got stuck on the first aid kit. I'm trying to quickly switch from the gun to the fist, but if you're stuck on the first aid, he does absolutely nothing. He can't even pick up items, let alone hit somebody. He doesn't even get to use that unless you hold select before pressing the button. So disabling the B button was completely idiotic. Those idiots could have just added a menu to the pause screen so you could select items. But no, that'd be too easy. Defeat the goons, you come to your first boss encounter. You're given an option to either interrogate him or arrest him. If you arrest him, he'll just give you a smart comment and blow you off. If you choose to interrogate him, he'll tell you where the next clue is going to be. So now, leaving the police station, we are headed to... Wait, where are we going? God, I didn't see it! I was too busy talking to you! It's fine, I'll go back to my notebook, okay? And it's not there. Okay, so it's 9 and F. And since there's no map or street indication, we have to drive around until we find it. Or should I say, creep around. Since there's so many snipers waiting for you, you have to take your time to spot them. Then get out of your car, shoot them, and then slowly make your way back to finding 9th and F. God, this is going to be a long game. Eventually you'll kill all the snipers, and eventually you will, but until then it's a long and tedious process. The pier levels is a real problem. Sometimes when you're jumping around, he slides right off and sometimes right into the water, where you die and go all the way back to the start of the pier and have to do it all over again. No, balls! Okay, we just found our next clue. Footprints in green ink. Like that's gonna help. No! Okay, now we're on a high pursuit chase trying to shoot down this car. Come on. Cool, we're gonna interrogate him and get our next location. We just got our next location. Gotta write it down. 4th and D, 4th and D, 4th and D. You know, this wouldn't be so bad if they gave us the notebook we can use in the game so you don't have to keep your own personal one. Alright, I'm looking for 4th and D, 4th and D. Dang it! Come back here! Grab our last 2 clues. And then it's on to 8th and J. We finally made it to 8th and J. We fight through the building, killing off the goons, and then we arrest Numbers. Finally, we're done. And then we get a combination for our next level. Another case. Another case. And every one of them is the same. We find clues. Take on a high-speed chase and shootout. Find more clues. Then make an arrest. Yeah, they get more difficult, but it's the same style levels, same style enemies, and nothing really changes, but maybe some difficulty. It's not until case 5 at the very last level when you're going after the boss that things kind of get a little bit more, not really intense, but strange. You enter like a house of insanity, where the shooters go out of their minds, just firing randomly up into the air. And others shooting crazy and just hopping towards you. And the tough guys just stay in place waiting for you to come to them. Not to mention that you can walk right into a crossfire and be stuck in an unavoidable trap. Finally, after you beat the crap out of the boss, you can make your arrest. Now the city is safe once again. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Wednesday if you want to see how to replace a 72 pin in an NES. The NES I got, it started having a little issues. I don't know if maybe they replaced it with a new one and it's just one of those cheap, crappy ones or what's going on. But we're going to open it up and replace the 72 pin. And if you're interested in seeing how that's done, stay tuned till Wednesday. Until next time, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. Stay home, stay safe, and play games. Catch you later.
I gave you my heart.